Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. What's this? You know what I'm saying? Before I start talking about what I want to talk about, I do want to say this. If you want any promotion or anything, make sure you hit me up on Twitter. You know what I mean? Don't try to hit me up on Instagram. It's like way too much like to filter through. You know what I mean? I don't even know how y'all even finding my Instagram. I barely ever even like put it up on here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It is what it's just too many DMs. Now, on the Twitter, hit me up on there. A lot of people, I just went ahead and like unblocked them. You know, so if you were blocked before, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? People say craziness, you know what I mean? It just, you know, I got thick skin, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, over the years, people are like, oh, you wife this. Oh, I hate you. You suck. You wear the same hoodie. Like every day. I'm like, okay, what? You know what I mean? Block. They hit you up on Instagram. I'm sorry. Block. You know what I'm saying? But I got, you know what I mean, thick skin. It is what it is. You know, so if you want to, hit me up. Now, if you're blocked, you know, still, you know, it's, I don't know. You know what I mean? You might have to try to hit me up on Instagram every once in a while. I'll try to go through it and see if I can, like, unblock you. Just give me your name or whatever. I'll look and try to unblock you. You know, but if you want any promotion, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Another thing I do want to say, it's going to be in the comment section. I've got a new channel. It's PIPERBOY Williams Red Pill. Every once in a while, I got to do one of these. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do want to make this more of a, let's just say, mainstream channel. Because a lot of people have been hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. And it's like people you would never even think of. To say the least, like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Iggy Azalea, shout out to Sarah Silverman, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, 50, shout out, like, it's a lot of people that I, like, y'all battle rappers don't listen to me. It's a lot of people that watch y'all, dog. A lot. You know what I mean? Y'all just seem like Ice-T, like, watching y'all, like, people like that. Like, y'all have no idea, like, the lens that's on battle rap that we don't even, like we would never think, you know what I mean, some of the people that watch it, but a lot of people, they kind of just like, you know, why are you like continuing like to do the same thing if it's not expanded? You've been doing this for years. And, you know, a lot of, you know, our egos like kick in. You ain't about to pull me away from back. You ain't about to, and this and that. I love battle rapping, this and that. You ain't about to tell me nothing. 2 years later, 3 years later, 100-some thousand. You know what I'm saying? Like, your followers don't really match the numbers. You know what I'm saying? If I'm getting like 14 million views, like the old channel had like 10 million views. This channel, I think like, what is it, like 14 million, like going on like 15 million views? I should have 1 million subscribers. I shouldn't have like a, you know what I mean? Like the subscribers don't really match, you know, but if you go into like another area, it's different, you know, so I just want to see what I can do. We gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, people getting back to me with information on, like, I might have to, like, do something crazy. I don't want to do that, but, you know, it is what it is. You don't want to put everything on your channel. You know, I will say that. You know, we all got voices, and you don't want to be pigeonholed to anything. With this, you know, you paying all this money for stuff. You want to be able to use it and speak to the people. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So subscribe to the channel, you know, and we're going to work on it. I'll probably end up uploading either today or tomorrow, but no later than tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I mean? I ain't going to be wasting time on that. So I just want to let y'all know. Now, I do want to talk about this. Queen's Flip. No disrespect, brother. You know, I heard something like people are like, hitting me up like on Twitter, and I'm starting to see like people in the DMs like sending me clips. And this is what it is. You know, Star from the Star Report, shout out to him. He's one of the GOATs in media. He's been doing this for like ever. You know, no disrespect, no slander on Star's name. That's the homie. I don't care. You know, but I will say this. Star put out like a clip while he was live. You know, not a clip, but he was live, and he was talking about them bringing like Queen's Flip to court because Queen's Flip's got a deal with caffeine, so they're, you know, gonna end up bringing him to court. You know, so I went directly to the source and I talked to NORBES about it. I was just like, yo, like, you suing Queens Flip? And he was just like, no, like I would never do nothing like that. You know, and I was just like, you know, so the way he said it, you know, I don't think Queens Flip is going to court for anything that has to do with anything like this. He was saying that Star was joking, you know, but y'all know how it is. Like, you know, if somebody makes a joke, it could get blown out of proportion, you know, so y'all got to be, you know what I mean, like cognizant and respectful to, you know, Queens Flip, because it's not true. You know, so I'm just putting that out there to kind of clear his name on that. Norbes ain't about to take him to court. You know, now I do want to talk about this, the topic at hand. Shout out to everybody in the battle rap community. I watched the face-off between Rock and Murder Mook. This is what I want to say. I'm worried I ain't going to even hold you. I ain't even going to hold you. I'm worried. And this is what I'm worried about. You know, like, when I watched the face-off between Rock and Murder Mook, the question that I'm thinking the entire time that I'm watching this, you know what I mean, is, why are you mad at Mook? What's the like, why are you even mad at him? Like, you know, like, he's trying to, like, understand himself in the face-off. He's like, yo, you say you don't care about my opinion. I don't show up to your battle, but you mad that I'm not showing up to your battle. Like, what is it? Rock's like, you got a point. And he's just like saying things like, yo, like, which may seem like something to hurt your feelings, but it's true. He was like, yo, like, I'm not showing up to these battles because if I come around, you can't shine. I'm doing that for you. That hit hard, bro. Rock, I can't even argue with that. What you saying to him? You know what I'm saying? I seen John, he did a podcast and he was talking about it. And he's blogging. He was basically like, yo, like, you can't be doing that. Like, when you're in a face-off with somebody, a face-off is supposed to be structured to bring down your opponent or to make them look as crazy as you can possibly make them look. But, you know, you giving Murder Mook points and this and that and the third, or, you know, agreeing with what he's saying, it's not really working in your favor. You know, and it's kind of like Mook is basically explaining, like, yo, Rock, like, me mentioning your name is a big deal, like, back then. And it was. It was. Like, whether or not Mook made Rock, that can be debated. You know, Rock is saying, like, you ain't never do nothing to me, like, do nothing for me in terms of, like, writing my material, this and that and the third. But Mook is telling you, like, but I told a lot of people about you. That's doing a lot for you. I think that's true. You know, when you, especially like back when, like when you battling like, you know, K-Shine and stuff like that, the first battle and moving forward, you know what I mean? Like all that, that's a big deal. Mook mentioning you, you know, and it was a big deal. And this is probably why you wanted to join like Dot Mob, you know, in terms of Mook's legend. You kind of want to be involved and all that's going on, because otherwise you wouldn't join like Dot Mob. And I know I get it. You like, yo, like you was never there, but it's like to play the devil's advocate, looking at Mook's perspective on it, it's like, yo, like, I mean, he didn't say all this, but like to say it, things that's not being said. Mook is kind of trying to reach another level in life, you know, so it's like, if the leagues don't have the money to pay him, it's not that Mook don't want to battle. It's like they don't have enough money to pay him. You see him, a league grow and blow up, like mainly like off of your name. You know what I mean? In your mind, this is what you thinking. And you ask for a certain amount of money and you feel like you deserve, and you ain't like consistently like getting it, you gonna sit out. You know, it is what it is. I want 25,000 for Iron. I want, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, he got to a point to where he just needed to reach a new level. He had to get cool and start networking with people that were in the entertainment industry. He had to figure out how to get a record deal, because battle rap is supposed to be the catalyst to get you to another space in life. So I got to do the podcast. I got to talk about different things. But battle rap, you know what I mean, it's kind of taught me enough to where I can like move into like different areas. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that. But for Murder Mook, what does he look like not battling, not trying to make money, not trying to get money in other areas, not trying to get a deal to where if he gets hot, he blows up, he can pull y'all up. You know, and he's like, yo, like, why didn't you ever reach out to me and talk to me? You know, and that kind of makes sense to me. So, that Rock! Tay Rocks! What is the problem between you and Mook? I think what it comes down to, what it boils down to, being real with you, is that he said you lost versus goods. I think when he said that on camera, I think it sparked something in you that made you just say, I ain't rocking with him no more. But for Mook's defense, you know, at that time, like when you lost, like you got booed, bruh. Like you've never been booed like that before. I mean, every battle, like people, battle rappers be lying. All y'all be getting booed. You know, but it wasn't that powerful of a boo. Like until you stood in front of goods and you hit a stick round like a plunger. Like when you said that and they booed you, like everybody talked about that around that time. It wasn't until later people were like looking at the materials like, yo, like Rock might have edged this battle. But during that time, a lot of people had you losing. What is the benefit of him telling you you won a battle that you lost? You know what I'm saying? Like at that particular time. I see it happen all the time. Like a lot of y'all be telling like the battle rappers that they won when they lost. And this is why you might get situations like, no disrespect to Chess. Chess is thinking he's like the GOAT and he's stumbling and choking everywhere. And he won't change. You know what I mean? Like, or you get people like, you know, like no disrespect to NWX, but you know, they telling people they great. They getting out there ain't being their greatest selves and people choking and messing up. Not K-Shine, not DNA, no slander on them. You know, but you get people that mess up. Is it fair for them to keep telling them, oh yeah, you cool, you dope, and like gassing them and gassing them and gassing them? Or should they really be like, yo, you might need to take a step back and figure out what you're doing because I think you lost that one. Shout out to K-Shine, like he got on like New Jersey Twerk, you know what I'm saying? Like on his helmet about that. Like, yo, like you messing up in battles, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But for the most part, when y'all get super cool with people, y'all don't tell them the truth. If Mook would have lied, that's not being real. So it's like I'm watching this face off like, what is Mook not being real about? And I'm having a hard time believing you have any type of material or substance that's going to substantiate, you know, why you don't like Mook. Other than he said that you lost the battle. And all his other interviews, like prior to that, he's always been bigging you up. If he talked about you, he said, oh yeah, Rock's running the URL right now. Like he's the face of the URL. He said that. I've seen videos. Him saying that. I've chopped the, so I'm looking online, like the old videos I used to do, chopping up videos. I seen it in those videos tons of times. Him bigging you up. So it's like, and he don't even have to do that, like, to be real. Like he's saying, I don't even hang with Rex. All like that. You know, because he's like trying to reach like a different level. He went through a phase. He was like trying to do a podcast. He's trying to get signed. He's trying to write for like, you know, different companies. And you know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to make moves. You can't make all these moves if you still down here hanging with people. You know, and he's saying like, yo, I didn't shouted you out. I didn't, you know, did this and that. You battled. You was fire. Let you spread your wings and fly. I shouldn't be down here babying you. That's what he's saying. And so I felt like Mook controlled. I'm sorry, Rocky. He 1-0. In this one. I ain't see the second face-off, but right now, he's 1-0. You know, but, you know, one thing I do want to say, I don't think a lot of people picked up on. This is not disrespecting Jay Black in any type of way, but Black was trying to lead the conversation into like a Briz, Rothstein, like the 2-on-2, like the battle, whatever, and just talk about it. Mook shut that down, and he controlled, like, the conversation. He's like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, why you talk? I don't want to talk about that. What does that have to do? I ain't talking about that. We talking about this, and Black tries to bring up something. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. That's veteran stuff right there, bro. How he controlled that, that's veteran stuff. Like most battle rappers, y'all need to be looking at that. And not trying to say, like, take shots at Black or nothing, but, like, when you doing a face-off, how you control the narrative, he did a very good job controlling the conversation. Now, I'm thinking there's a different reason as to why Mook was saying that. Behind the scenes, I'm trying to, like, bridge communication between Murder Mook and Briz Rawsting. You know, so Mook is having his own reasoning as to why he thinks Briz may not be doing this battle. Briz got his reasoning as to why Mook don't really understand, but he's thinking it's because of certain reasons. He wants to talk to Briz Rawsting. Briz kind of didn't want to talk to him. I'm trying to bridge the conversation between both of them to potentially get both of them to still do the battle or something else to happen. You know what I mean? And ended up getting to a point to where Mook spoke to Briz. You know, like they at least, I would say, had contact. You know, and from what I gather, Mook's stance on everything, from the little bit that he may have been able to figure out for himself, he doesn't want to slander Briz Rawsting because I think he's understanding that Briz Rawsting didn't, like, not do the battle for no reason. You know what I mean? Mook could be dirty and, like, out here slandering him, but he's not that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He's respecting everything, and he don't want to even bring that up or have that talked about in this face-off because he's keeping it G, or he's keeping it real with what he said. Like, I'm not talking about Briz right now. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, his reasoning, whatever. You know, I'm not going to slander him. That got a lot of respect from me when he did that. He could have just been sitting there, like, using that as ammo to attack you more. And a lot of times, I think John Adon, he was saying this, he did a blog. Shout out to John. Y'all need to go to his channel. You know, he's starting to blog more, and I think you need to. You know, but John was saying, like, more battlers need to pay attention because when you doing a face-off, you know, a lot of times a person that's hosting a face-off will try to bring up angles what they don't understand is helping the battle rapper. You know what I mean? And giving them more ammo so that you know what I mean, the battle rapper can go back to the hotel and revamp everything. Like, oh, I forgot about that. Mook did a really good job shutting all that down. You know what I'm saying? And still controlling the conversation. I think you got a uphill battle rock. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a situation to where you've got to be able to convey to the public that whatever problem you got with Mook is legitimate. You know, or you might not want to go a personal route because it's like what you said, you don't even know him. But it's like if you don't know him, why you got a problem with him? You know what I mean? And I think that came across very strong. Now, you can argue your resume, you battling him. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, I stood in front of X, Y, and Z. But Mook was like, yeah, but they kicked you, like they beat you. You know, and you think about the last 8 battles that Rock had, how many did he win? You got to think. He lost to Hitman Holla. He lost to T-Top. A lot of people got him losing the good. Some people got him winning. He lost to Hollow the Don. He lost to Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying? There's loss. He had a debatable with Mike P. I got him winning that with Mike P. You know what I mean? But a lot of these battles, a lot of people got him lost. He just lost to Daylight. You know, so he ain't like his win to lose ratio, ever since him and Surf started kicking it, it ain't been the same. You know, no disrespect to Surf, but it ain't been the same. You know, and then you got, you know, you look earlier, he lost to Surf. He lost to Charlie Clips twice. You know, no matter how you argue the second battle, he still lost. You know, so when you look at his resume, yeah, he stood in front of great competition. Some people got him losing to Calico. I got him beating Calico. You know, so it's like, do you really want to bring that up? You know what I mean? You can say you contributed to battle rap and you held it down. You was on like, what, like 9 Summer Madnesses and all? You know what I mean? Like you could say, you know, like 8, 9 Summer Madness. You could say that. But he could say, yeah, but you losing. You almost lost the chess. You know what I mean? By the skin of your teeth, you won that battle. So it's like, what we doing? But then on Mook's side, Mook's lost a lot of battles. Wait, he lose? Did he lose versus Party? I think he lost versus Party Art. He lost versus Serious Jones. He did not win that battle. He lost versus, and you know, we go live on Instagram and we watch battles. So it's not just me talking, like we all watch battles. You know, if you want to follow my Instagram and you want to watch battles, whatever, go on there, follow my Instagram. And it's just to show y'all I'm actually watching these battles. But Mook lost to Averb. First round was clear. You know, but, you know, the battle, like he lost the battle. A lot of cringe material. Mook, a lot of times I feel like you just say anything that comes to your mind and you don't filter it out. Could filter fish and, you know what I mean? Like, the rest of 4-4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you say, like, a lot of things you saying need to be filtered out, especially when you're going up against, like, a top elite, like, person. You can't just throw a lot of filler out there. You know what I mean? I think that's was probably going to run you into a problem battling Rock. We all watch Rock battles. I think Rock's got a little bit more than what you got in a package. You know what I mean? For the public to see. I think he may be able to edge that battle 2-1, and that's why I got a bet with Jims. Jims got Mook. I got Rock. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we ain't betting like 10 bands, but we betting on the battle. You know, but I'm going to be real about it. I watched that battle and Rock lose. I'm going to get on here and say he lost. I lost money to, you know, different people before. It ain't no big deal. You know, but Rock, you got an uphill battle, bruh. You know, you got to think about your approach. How are you really going to, I mean, you already wrote your material, but how are you really going to execute it? He just literally deflated your argument for not even liking him. Like, why don't you, like, why are you doing, like, why? Like, I said you was dope. I said this and that. You know what I mean? Like, Mook 1-0 right now. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't even see the second part. You know what I mean? You could yell, you could scream. But when it comes to reason and logic, Mook had that face-off in the bag. You know what I mean? Like, he won that. You know what I mean? So that's making me worry. But I also want to tell people, don't let a face-off, because we see how people doing face-offs, and they end up choking and stumbling and, you know what I mean? Not winning the battle, not having no rounds. Like, Twerk can get up there and just talk. Not have one round. You know what I mean? Like, so a face-off doesn't necessarily mean anything, you know, at the end of the day, but it gives you a chance for the battle rapper to paint the narrative. You know what I mean? And I think Mook did a very good job of showing the public, like, when he's saying in that face-off, use a fake, like, you fake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's saying, you fake. And he's screaming that, like, and what he's saying to you, it makes sense for him to say that. You know, but I don't know. You know, maybe Rock just forgot a lot of things. Like, I think he did an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. He was saying, yo, there's like a lot of stuff I even forgot to say. You know, and when you're in the heat of an argument, if emotions get to the best of you, you might forget a lot. You know what I mean? But, you know, shout out to Rock, shout out to Murder Mook. I hope this is a good battle. I feel like this is going to be the craziest Rock you've ever seen. And even though, like, people got him losing the goods, some people, you know, his first round, Rock clearly smoked goods. If he would have had 3 of them rounds, goods would have got bodied. You know what I mean? So look at that potential to what he can do. Him versus Hollow the Don. The seatbelt won't work and I'm trying, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Look what he can do. Ill Will, Emmett Till, like when he's placed in a corner, you know what I mean? And he's got to fight his way out. Rock's dangerous. Mook can break you down. But I feel like right now, the attention span of battle rap, Mook, if you don't make this sound interesting, I don't care what you got to say to Rock. You might still lose this battle, bro. You can try to paint the narrative all day long. Rock is this, Rock is that. He ain't really real. But if you can't make it sound good, you can't make no moments out of that. You can't have no haymakers. I think the you know, like the people in the chat, for the most part, they pretty right. You know what I mean? Like the polls, they've been, for the most part, pretty right. Like very rarely do they get it wrong. And you gonna see after that battle if they have it like that. You know what I mean? Like whether or not you won or lost. You know what I mean? Maybe they won't do it. This is just a Tay Roc and Mook card. You know, maybe they'll just let them battle and that'll be that. You know, now I do want to talk about this before I get up out of here. You know, like I said, follow the channel down in the comment section. Now, Holmesy the God versus B-Dot. Holmesy the God, this ain't, B-Dot ain't no joke, bruh. You know, and this is no, like, I'm not trying to play you or nothing like that. I see what you can do. I see what you're capable of. I think you're a lot better than what people think. You know, and I was just arguing with somebody, and somebody's like, yo, like, he can't beat Swamp. Like, when we was on live on Instagram, like I let people come up and talk. I think you would smoke Swamp. And no disrespect to Swamp, I think you would beat him clearly. You know, like, people like that. So it's not like, and I rock with Swamp. I think Swamp is dope. But it's like, B-Dot is not, like, this is not somebody you want to play. Did you just see what he did, like, in a T-Top battle? That was one of the best T-Tops I've ever seen. Like, no, like, that was one of the best I've ever seen in life. That T-Top. He made a 30 T-Top. You know what I'm saying? Like, that B-Dot is no joke. You know what I mean? So, know what you getting involved in. Don't let that tournament win make you think you can just get out here and just smoke anything. You know, I do want to say that, but do you have a chance? I don't know. You know, I don't want to count Holmesy the God out. I was one of the people that thought he would win. Like, you know what I'm saying? First, obviously, everybody thought it'd be like, you know, Danny Myers, and I thought it'd be Holmesy the God. People like, oh, he ain't about to beat Danny Myers. I'm like, y'all, but not sleep on Holmesy. What happened? You know, so it ain't like, you know, I don't care if people say, you know what I mean? Like you diss me in a battle. You know what I'm saying? You diss people. Like, it don't matter. If you good, you good. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that. I think you a dope battle rapper. You know what I mean? For the most part, in terms of what you can do with the material that you have in a short period of time. B-Dot ain't no joke, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just putting that out there. You know, as far as like Jerry West and Danny Myers, you got to win this battle, bro. You've got to win this battle. Like, you, bar guy, I know you got like a big look coming up. You know, that's dope. You know, but you got to like win this battle, bro. Like, you lost to Holmesy. Like, I think it was Holmesy. You lost to Holmesy. You got to win this. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. No disrespect, no slander on Danny Myers' name. But you can't lose to Jerry West. Jerry West ain't no slouch either. You know what I mean? We see what he could do. A lot of people was, like, lobbying for, like, you know, Jerry West. Why y'all ain't talking about Jerry West, Jerry West, Jerry West, Jerry? You know what I mean? Jerry West has always shown that he's dope. You know, does Jerry West have the it factor? You know, I think that's the one thing that he might be missing. He's got a lot of different intangibles, but the it factor is the one thing that'll take you from just being good to great. You know what I'm saying? A great battle rapper to star quality. You know what I mean? Like, if he can figure out how to perfect a couple of things, he can make that transition. You know, I don't get that star quality from him, but it's no disrespect to him. You know, I still acknowledge, like, he's a fire battle rapper. You know, but it is what it is. Danny Myers, you got star quality. You know, but you don't take this dude light, bruh. Just because you got, like, another, you know, ICP, like, he talking to you, and, you know what I mean? Like, Danny Myers is taking all the newcomers and gassing that, you know, but you might want to, you know, yeah, it's cool to take, you know, people like Easy to Block and stuff like that now, but you got to start thinking about Danny Myers. I'm on the URL. Who do I want? I want to battle Av. I want to battle, like, all these people. I want to get these out of the way. I ain't about to keep doing y'all favors. You know what I mean? Putting other people on and having the debatable or potentially losing to these people. You've done enough favors for people in battle rap. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But in a battle like this is coming up, you cannot lose this battle, bro. You know, and I'm just putting it out there. And you got Emerson Kennedy and Loso. I think y'all tripping. A lot of people, they think Emerson Kennedy is about to just smoke Loso. I think y'all tripping. Like, Loso is not a joke, bro. And I know I'm not, like, into, like, Christian, like, battle rap at all. Like, I don't really like it. You know what I mean? I'm just being, I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like all, I want to hear I'm going to hell, okay? You know what I mean? I don't like it. I'm just being real with y'all. But the way Loso can put his material together, didn't he just 30 JC? Like, are we not? Like, yeah, but he lost to it. Like, come on, bro. Like, he know all this exposure. You don't think Loso's about to take advantage of this? Like, Loso is he's a time bomb, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to him. Emerson Kennedy, I think he's dope. Like, I got him beating B-Dot. I was in the room. I seen what he could do. You know, in the battle between him and B-Dot. I watched, like, him in the tournament and stuff like that. But I don't think the hickory dickory dock type flows is going to beat Loso. I don't. You know, and I've told Emerson Kennedy, you know what I mean, on the phone, like, I think you're dope. Like, the different type of energy that you bring to battle rap is fire. You know, I've told him that, like on Black Compass Media, like shout out to them. You know, so, you know, it's no like slander or nothing on Emerson Kennedy. I just don't think he can, I don't think he can beat Loso, bro. I think y'all are bugging. I think y'all sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I think a lot of these battles are actually going to be fire. You know, so don't look at the card like, oh, Conceited is not on. When is the last time Conceited had a fire battle? Like when he was battling. You know what I mean? Or Hitman Holla is not on there. You know, shout out to Hitman. You know what I mean? Like people like, I would expect people like that to be on it. You know, but they're not on it. We can't change it. You know, the budget, I don't know what it is. Maybe Queen of the Ring. Maybe that Queen of the Ring versus URL. Maybe that did something with the budget. I don't know. Maybe Mook charged like $200,000. I don't know. You know, but this is the card we got. This Halloween. I feel like we're going to be in for a treat with some of these battles. But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Who do you have winning? I got Rock winning, you know, against Murder Mook 2-1. Like I said, if he loses, I'm going to get on here and say he lost. You know what I mean? Holmesy the God versus B-Dot. I don't know, bro. I don't think you're going to beat B-Dot. I'm going to be real with you. But B-Dot, sometimes he be losing. You know what I mean? I say that. But I've been on, like, stage, B-Dot and, you know what I mean, Loso going back and forth. Like, B-Dot ain't no joke, bro. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't go to this. You know what I mean? Just look, I was on stage with that battle. You know what I'm saying? But B-Dot is fire. And it ain't just because I was on stage with it. Like, he is fire. Did y'all see him versus T? Like, he's fire, bro. You're fire. When you get into your bag, like, you're fire, bro. But you doing all this promotion, running around everywhere, you know what I mean, advertising, you know what I mean, doing that, like, that's dope. That's smart. It's what you need to be doing. But you might want to be spending a lot of time focused on your objective with B-Dot. So I think B-Dot might edge this thing 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm saying edge, you know what I mean? I'm giving you respect, but I think B-Dot's going to win this thing. You know what I mean? And then as far as Danny Myers and Jerry West, I think Danny Myers might take that one 2-1. You know what I mean? And as far as Loso versus Emerson Kennedy, I got Loso 2-1, if not 3-0. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.